Welcome to Thriving Moms of Autistics podcast, a free resource for moms raising young autistic children. I am your host, Dr. Christina Wilson. I created Thriving Moms of Autistics after years of experience working with families and having my own autistic child. I coach moms of young autistics one-on-one to tap into their strengths, create a supportive community, set firm boundaries, and raise their autistic child with confidence. Subscribe to the podcast and check out the earlier episodes so you don't miss a thing. Now, let's get to it.
Hi, moms. I don't think you can summarize autism parenting in just one word. I just don't think you can. It's just such a blend of amazing, challenging, isolating, and the list goes on, right? There's so much uncertainty in our parenting. However, you don't have to go through this alone. So there's so many demands that are placed on you every single day, and it could just feel so overwhelming. But in this episode, we explore the beauty of community and finding others who get it. So find the full transcript for this episode at thrivingmomsofautistics.com/80. And please share the podcast with other moms to help them grow in their autism journey. And you can also do this to further your reach by leaving a review on Apple Podcast. I appreciate you. And don't forget to subscribe to the Thriving Moms of Autistics YouTube channel. So, why community is so essential in your autism journey and all autism journeys? Well, the isolation starts before the diagnosis. It's already there. Some people notice the differences while others do what they can to deny that there is a difference and try to make you believe that it doesn't exist, right? We've all been there. It's not just one, it's a blend of both of those things. And it's a lot to take in and it's very overwhelming. So finding others who get the multiple therapy appointments, the public meltdown, and so much more is priceless. Now, I've shared some of my story in the past about how everything changed for me and my husband when we developed our community. Now, notice I said developed. I didn't say when I found my community. That is because your supportive community is developed over time. It's not just something that appears one day. Now, I never thought I would hear the words, "I remember when my child did that." I never thought I would have others share strategies of how they overcame certain challenges along the way. Oh, and when we're in public together, watch out, world, because we can handle anything together. It's just absolutely fabulous. And it's a relief having that safe space to vent. And boy, can we celebrate? Oh, yeah. Because you know what? With us, the little things aren't so little. So we celebrate as often as we can, even the little things. So finding community takes time, right? That's kind of the theme. You've already started developing your community and you probably don't even know it, but you have. Um, Now we all have therapists and case managers. Um, Although this is a very, very small part of our community, okay, our supportive community. It is a start, and it's usually where we all start, right? Now, nearly everyone today is on social media. So, Facebook has many different special needs community groups, many of them. And I'm willing to bet that you're a part of that, or you've seen them at least. Um, and most of us are just in these communities already. So again, this is a very, very small segment of your supportive community. Okay. So these things are not enough. At least though with, you know, the Facebook communities, it's other parents like you, but it's still not the same. Okay. As you start to build your community, and I do believe that eventually you will, here are some tips for building a strong, supportive community. So, the first is that it's easy to place others at arm's length, because you've been hurt. I know that there's been times when you've had family members that just don't understand, or you've come into contact with even, I've shared an example of a doctor that we had at one point that just wasn't autism friendly. Um, they had a lot to learn about autism. Uh, we don't have the problem now because we rectified that. We took care of that. But you come in contact with a lot of unfair judgments from others. Um, and it's okay to be open and authentic when sharing with others. It's okay to, um, when you find others that are going through it, it's okay to share that with others who get your struggles and understand your celebration. So remember that, at first it's going to feel uncomfortable, but then it's, you can just fully embrace it and it's okay. The second tip is, since every autism journey is different, okay, and it is on some level, be respectful and supportive of others. Even if you don't fully understand, that's okay. Meet people where they are at. That's really important. And honestly, that's my rule in life for everyone that I come in contact with. I want to meet everyone where they're at. We are in the same place. Um, and that's okay. So we definitely appreciate that when other people do that for us, right? And finally, sometimes others don't need our advice. They don't need a quick fix. They're looking for something very different. So be aware of that. And the greatest gift that you can give them is to actively listen to them without judgment. Just listen. Sometimes that's all they want. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you want too, right? So we can reciprocate that. And also, it's wonderful to help one another, you know, especially when they've been in a similar boat than we are or have been. We can learn so much from one another. It's just as important to accept help from others. Okay. We are caregivers. We tend to give and give and give. It's okay to receive it. So remember that. Okay, that's very important. So it's time to get off the island. I say that lovingly. And start building your community and ease your burden. Let's inspire and empower one another. Now, I dedicate this episode to my small group, my supportive community. You know who you are, and I love and I cherish you more than you know. I look forward to our time together again next week.
Thanks for listening to Thriving Moms of Autistics podcast. Be sure to leave a review and tell other moms of autistics about the podcast. Let's support each other. Find the full transcript for this episode at thrivingmomsofautistics.com. And be assured, you are not alone in your journey.